Good day. In today's lesson, we will create a falling leaves effect. You can see what it looks like on the screen. So let's get started. The first thing I'll do is delete the ones I already have. That's it. Let's begin. Open the content browser. And what do we need to do? The leaves will fall with the help of the Niagara tool. Press the right mouse button, Effects. Niagara System. Here we have different presets. But we will create a new one. Click Create Empty Niagara System. Name it. Let's go into it. Right mouse button. Create emitter, from which our leaves will fall. We have some blanks here. In this case, we need this one. The standard window for Unreal. On the right, we have additional settings. In the center, we have materials like in Blueprint, Working Window, Preview on the left, Variables at the bottom, and the Animation Playback window. Let's add it to the scene. I'll move it a little like this. Let's raise it higher. This is what it looks like. This big arrow shows the wind direction. Let's turn it sideways. And you see the sprites are already flying. It's rude to say the plane is just. I'll put all this on our tree. And I will raise it higher. So let's copy it to the second tree. Done. So now, let's do the following. First, let's change the materials so that the petals actually fall. We're looking at the very end. Sprite renderer. Here is our material. I've already selected textures for this. Right mouse button. Material. Name it flower. Open it. And drag textures here. Make the material as simple as possible. We don't need to complicate it. Switch to mask mode. Add multiplier. Multiplayer button M. We will need it to regulate the brightness of the texture. Press S. Name it bright. Let's connect RGB to the opacity mask. Let's translate them into a parameter. Name it opacity. Change it to a parameter. Name it diffuse. Save. Close. I will create an instance. And drag to the slot. Now look, it gave an error. Something somewhere doesn't match something in the settings. But it's not scary at all. Just press the fix issue, and it fixes everything the way he needs it. Now let's look at our petals. Here they are, already flying in pink. I'll also remove the grass so it doesn't get in the way. And look, here they are landing on the ground. For ease of setup, let's increase their number a little. To do this, we open the spawn rate. We currently have 15. Let's set it to 100. And now they are already flying in greater numbers. What can we do with them next? Let's probably increase their size. I don't like how small they are now. Go to this section and find the size. Sprite attribute. I'll expand. Now we have sizes from 4 to 8. Let's put 8 and 12. Save. You see, they've already flown larger and look better. So now what else can we do? Let's adjust the wind speed. Here are these parameters. Finding wind force. And reduce. Now I'll expand a little. Let's experiment and set it to 500. Changes appeared immediately. Let's put 100. It's nicer this way. You can even reduce the size a little. I'm changing these parameters. Let's put 5 and 9. Save. Well, they were already neat. Now they are rotating very randomly. We will fix this. Go into aerodynamic drag. And now we change the rotation strength. We had 1.8 and 3.2. Change to 0.5 and 1. There is no such house. Everything is more neat. Let's improve further. Right now we have planes flying. You can see for yourself what they look like. A bit primitive. We can connect non-sprite images, but connect the real geometry of the petals. Here it is still simple, created from planes. Well, the effect will be better. What are we doing? Here we have a plus sign on the right. I'll unwrap it now. We will add additional attributes. Press the plus and find the mesh render. Turn off sprites. And now look what we got. This is the kind of geometry that flies around here. We already have collisions with the Earth. Everything is fine here and there. Flies well and falls beautifully. Now let's add our geometry. Here we have mesh rendering. Let's open the list. And here are our petals. Consists of 3 planes. I'll apply the material to it. From the second petals. I will also apply material. It is quite simple. That is, it's just plain. Okay, let's save it. And now look. We have the first one here. And we can click the plus button here. And make another flower and add it here. We can further increase the amount of all sorts of things. Now let's see what we get here. It's not just a plane that's falling, but geometry. These are not all the improvements. First, we need to resize them. Go to Settings. Previously, we changed the size of the sprites themselves. Go to Initialize Particle. And now we find this mesh attribute parameter. Click here. Choose random. And now from this list we select mesh render. Save. Checking. Started to fly. We need to adjust their sizes. Select the first item, random uniform, and set the size from 2 to 4. And look at the result. Well, we went a bit overboard. From 2? That's better. Before this I made a mistake and accidentally put 20. We save it and now let's see what else we can do here. We'll straighten them out a little. Let's go to this menu item and remove the alignment along the x-axis. Removed. Let's set only the alignment along the z-axis. Remain. Now there is one more change that we can introduce. If we have one tree, then this effect can be left. The only thing that needs to be done is to reduce the number of falling particles. It's unrealistic at such a high speed. If we have several trees, we can go to the shape location and choose how our emitter looks. In this case it is a sphere, but we can use a cylinder, box, torus. I'll leave the mesh as is and just change its radius. Let it be 800. Accordingly, the number of particles also needs to be increased. We will put 50. And here they fly, even outside the site. That's all. We are closing this, bringing back the grass. And now the leaves fall beautifully. If you have a forest like this, for example, then instead of such petals you can use geometry. For example, I had the geometry of oak and maple. Try and experiment. Please share lesson topics you'd like to see on our channel in the comments. Bye.